Well, it is Friday. WTF, welcome to the Friday. Welcome to the weekend. Whew, I look forward to this day. Anyways, let's see what's going on in our news. This first, we got to stay abreast with what's happening around us, and we'll be back.
Good morning. A 15-year-old girl has become the island's latest homicide victim after being shot multiple times by masked gunmen on Wednesday evening in Lakudu, Castries. Ethan Leand, president of the National Students' Council, has expressed his sorrow over the loss of another young life to gun violence.
We at the NSC are really disturbed at the number of reports that we have been getting from young people, from our friends, to say that, hey, so-and-so died. And it's really unfortunate that we cannot do anything about it in terms of, as society progresses, we must be cognizant of the fact that these same young people is the future of our country. Me personally, as the president of the National Students' Council, I have friends that have been gunned down, and I've gotten a call like, hey, so-and-so died. And you really sit down and tell me, like, that could have been me. That could have been my family. That could have been my sister. That could be my brother. And I was with him in class all the time, and we was laughing, and we was interacting with each other, and now he's in a coffin.
The young homicide victim was reportedly known to law enforcement, raising further questions about the circumstances surrounding her death. In other news, the OECS held another successful Blue Economy Roundtable this week. The theme for the roundtable was Beyond Aspiration, an OECS model Blue Economy region, and discussions focused on the interconnected nature of ocean matters from a small island context and the importance of a unified approach to managing the oceans and its resources.
We have a global ambition for France and Costa Rica, who are co-hosting the conference. And this ambition takes place 10 years after the Paris Agreement at the end of COP21, as we remember. And basically what we want to do is very simple. We want to repeat a similar achievement for the ocean, for the blue world. And it's at the top of the French diplomatic agenda for 2025.
The ambassador outlined the objectives which will be discussed at the upcoming 2025 meeting. He highlighted the need for protection of the marine environment and for citizens to be more eco-friendly.
The annual OECS Blue Economy Investor Roundtable discussions are designed to raise interest in and drive sustainable ocean investment across the OECS. St. Lucia's Ministry of Education recently hosted the newly elected executive of the National Principals Association, the NPA, for strategic dialogue aimed at addressing key issues within the local education sector.
School security continues to be a very topical issue in the realm of education, and the President, Mr. Neil Fontenelle, raised a few concerns. And I was also very happy to report that the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Finance have given the Ministry of Education additional resources to bolster school security. So I spoke about the installation of cameras that has started, that is continuing. For the very first time, we're looking at the installation of alarm systems. We have totally reviewed the personnel we recruit as security officers in schools. And we also looking at, as part of the whole school safety and security apparatus, to ensure that schools resort to drills and simulation exercises in the event that we are confronted by disasters, with a view to minimizing injuries and loss of life. So I think it was a very, very cordial meeting, and I'm looking forward to working with principals as the school year continues to unfold.
This first meeting has been described by representatives of both entities as a reflection of their commitment to collaboration. The St. Lucia Fire and Emergency Services conducted a fire drill at the St. Aloysius RC Boys School on Wednesday. School staff also learned how to create and execute an emergency evacuation plan for school employees as well as students.
I must commend the teachers, the students, the way they responded. They did respond well enough, even better than what we expected. But they had some time and interaction with us so that they could have worked on everything that they had to execute today. And we saw that it was done perfectly. I think in all they could get a B+ for that effort.
The exercise forms part of activities to mark Fire Prevention Week, and similar exercises will be conducted at schools across the island in the coming weeks. That's your news summary. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, News Desk. Let's take a short break and come back. We are excited to announce that the FRC has revamped the HOOLAHLABA competition or festival, and it will be happening on this Sunday in Larry Seuss. Find out some more about this right now. Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Oui. Hodi anu kai pale? HOOLAHLABA.
Oh, we're here to speak about the HOOLAHLABA. Yes, we're definitely here to speak about that.
Right.
We want to find out. It's this weekend, actually.
It's actually
a lot of excitement. It's a
Yes.
re-insurgence of it again. I think the last time we had it was in 2018, I was told, by the man with all the knowledge.
Actually, the last HOOLAHLABA was held in 2018, which we had a festival. But the HOOLAHLABA competition really started in the year 2005. And then we had the great teams like PI, Moncizo, Bari Chaussee, Belfort. These were the teams. But the very first year, the joint winners were actually Moncizo and PI. They were joint winners for 2005. Now, 2017, we had PI as the winner. But in the year 2018, we decided to make it a festival. And this festival happened at Marsha Grounds, where rain actually thinged, so therefore we didn't have a winner per se, but the four remaining teams, they literally got the prizes. It was shared among themselves. But from since 2018, we've not had any HOOLAHLABA competition. So this year, we actually bring back the HOOLAHLABA Festival, which will be held this coming Sunday, the 20th, at the Larry Seuss playing field in Vieux-Fort. And it will start at 9:30 a.m. Now, this year, we're having 8 teams. We have some teams like Derol from Dibrel Choiseul. We have in Peru. We're having Dennery. We're having Moshi. We're having Millet. We're having teams all around the island, but we have about 8 teams for this year's competition, even Balka.
Is that the largest we've had to date?
And no, it's not.
We
Initially,
have bigger,
when we started with 16 teams, like having like around the districts around St. Lucia, when we actually started with in 2005.
Wow.
So the Rama definitely will be held at Larry Seuss, like I stated, with 8 teams. And we're going to have one winner, hoping that weather permits and everything goes well on this day. So we're encouraging all persons to come out in large numbers, to come and support your team, where you know it's traditional, the underarm cricket, where persons play and you say, you bet how you want, you have your dances, you're able to dance to all the Creole music, etc. On this day, we're actually having performances by the PI drummers, which will be there, and we'll have DJ Bucker will be supporting us as persons in the South, knowing him as a well-known DJ, and etc.
You gotta have food, no? Food.
Yes, we're definitely having local foods on that day, which will be sold, and we'll have local drinks, which will be sold, which we'll call the abakwate.
Yeah,
so
expect
expect
the
this.
drinks. Now, I want to ask you though, in terms of the FRC being charged with the mandate to ensure that the continuity of the culture, how important it is to continue to pour into these, these little activities. I mean, HOOLAHLABA, like you said, this is our own thing. Do you actually play with a compost, a ball, or you play with a normal ball?
No, presently we're playing with the cock ball because the compo, it's difficult and not everybody, and it is something when you play with this ball, it's actually made out of nylon.
Yes.
It's very painful.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's very painful when you get a hit with this. But we're playing with the cock ball, and then, so this HOOLAHLABA actually, we're trying to sensitize, especially the young persons. We'd like to encourage this in the schools. Would want to take it further and even to have a regional competition. So we definitely want to encourage young persons to participate in that, because the older ones, because before it started with 50 and over, only 50 and over, is now the men are getting older, and as you know, injury, it's skin, etc. So therefore, we're encouraging them. So that is why we have the older ones passing it on to the younger generations to start playing this HOOLAHLABA.
Wonderful. Well, that's how you do it, you know, continuity. You have to get the young people excited about the thing if it's to live on, you know, you must have that element to it. So you plan to take it to the schools, maybe?
Yes. Well, actually, I had this conversation a very long time ago with Ministry of Youth and Sports, but they were saying about how regional, etc. But we can continue this and try it out, etc. and go on to it again.
Well, at least we know this Sunday we're outside. Yeah, we outside like, oh, I want you to say that in Creole now. We outside like wet clothes online.
No, ako, I had ki asu ling.
Did she get it right, Mr. Henry? She got it right. So there you go. Thank you, Ashlyn. Let's go on out, make it a family activity. Let's go out and have a good time this Sunday. It is going to be your way of having a good time, endorsing in the culture as well. And like we said, you will be adding to the continuity, making sure the young people grasp what they need to grasp. So we have that for a long time to come. In this feature, we highlight a Trinidadian gospel singer. This gentleman has been doing as a Caribbean artist. Man, the man has been breaking ceilings with his music and his gospel sound and vibe all across the world. A couple of accolades under his belt. You know, it was just an honor to catch up with him. Here I'm joined with this very distinguished gentleman from Trinidad and Tobago. No, we're not related. His name is Sterling Roberts. He's a international gospel singer. I could say international because he's been doing his thing. And of course, to date, he has a number of accolades that he can boast of that is under his belt. A couple of awards that he has actually won, nominated for quite a few as well. Sterling, I am quite honored to introduce you to my audience. How are you?
I am good. Thank you so much for having me. It's definitely an honor.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Now, I just go into the preamble because I watched the bio, but you know, tell me a little bit about yourself now.
Wow. In a nutshell, basically, I'm a recording artist, gospel recording artist. By God's grace, we've been nominated and also won international and regional awards. Even the new single, Deliverer, is actually #1 on the UGN charts in the UK. Knowing that it was released and within about 4 days, over 60 something networks over there had it as #1 above Tasha Cobbs and some others, which totally blew our minds.
This is huge. Come on
That's
now.
huge.
This is
That's
huge. Tasha Cobbs, you said, you know, man. I like this.
Yeah.
Now, what is it
Yeah.
like? As you know, normally they call us small island people. So what is it like for a small island person? And normally within our parts as well, you know, taking that route, doing gospel music, it's sometimes hard, you know, because it's not the appetite, you know, and sometimes it's very easy for a person to be broken because you're not doing dancehall, you're not doing reggae. Well, maybe you are doing reggae because I think you cross boundary the genres, but you stick to the gospel. It's normally very difficult because more people want more jump and wave, and you know the worldly thing to run after now. What is it like? What has it been like for you? You know, taking on that journey. Has it been really difficult, and how did you continue to stay on course?
I think the aspect of understanding definitions are very important. What I mean by that is gospel is really more so the message that is now carried by the envelope of the music. Right. So the music itself, it could be varied within reggae, reggaeton, soca, calypso. And then too, we have vibes as well. So it have a lot of enjoyment and stuff with it. And to know that the music is making people rejoice. And then they're like, thinking. And certain times people going through stuff, they actually have a time where they're rejoicing and also it helping them through their situation. So it's good for us to know how to navigate that and seeing it going through and being cross-cultural. That's just awesome for us.
Well, maybe that's what really making it hit so hard out there because, you know, as Caribbean, there's this vibe. We can't ignore that vibe. So maybe your delivery and the vibe that you bring and the message to is what is connecting. So, you know, so drastically with the audience out there. We're about to talk about your latest single. Now, it's my understanding this latest single has been, you know, creating a lot of buzz. The UK market definitely decided they owned it. So tell me a little bit about that one.
Man, well, we were told from several networks, people that we were friends with, and people who we didn't even know that were watching our music. They were like, do you know that since your music hit here within a span of 4 days, it went to #1?
Wow.
And I was like, what? And they were sending me the charts, the UGN charts, which is the Urban Gospel Network charts, syndicated with over 50 to 60 networks in the UK. Then we were hearing Hawaii has our songs. It was doing numbers over there. We heard in the US, it's within a few charts in the CWA charts in Los Angeles. And we were just like, what? This didn't even hit a week? And we've been hearing charts that we weren't even familiar with. And it's really encouraging to know that from like the small island mindset people might be saying, but we have music that could rival, and by God's grace, knowing that we could be a representation for the Caribbean too, because we love our Caribbean people.
Right. Now we have I got ahead of myself because we have the St. Lucia Jazz an Arts Festival here in May, and I'm thinking, but if you're doing all of that and you're right there in the backyard, boy, we hope to see you all on our stage here.
I am looking forward to that.
Because we have a gospel night, We have a gospel night is included. So, have your people reached out? Have you heard from anybody? What's going on? I'm picking a little brain.
There have been consistent talks. We've been getting emails from people who are from St. Lucia. And, I've seen St. Lucia. I know people from St. Lucia, and St. Lucia is beautiful. I'm like, oh my gosh, why I'm not there yet? And all of a sudden people been messaging, and they've been telling us about the music, the impact. And it's like, why haven't you been here for the St. Lucia Jazz Festival? So let's just put it like this. There have been people reaching out to us, and we will keep you updated.
Absolutely. Well, I'm keeping the fingers crossed. Definitely. We do not have yet visuals for your other song, but hopefully in the future when we do get that, we'll be happy to lay it out on our public as well. How can persons continue to follow and connect with you?
You can connect with us at Sterling Roberts Music. Sterling Roberts Music on all social media platforms. For queries, for bookings, it's sterlingrobertsmusic@gmail.com. The music is out on all digital platforms. You can actually see the other music videos that are out for all the other songs on my catalog on our YouTube channel, Sterling Roberts. And the music video for this latest single, Deliverer, is coming up very shortly, and definitely you guys here will be notified about it for sure.
Absolutely. Sterling, it's an honor, and we wish you the best, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much for having me. It's going to be an honor to reconnect for sure.
Absolutely. Blessed love.
Blessings.
And welcome to this morning's SocaCize session. Leading the wine is Sarah and myself, Shani. Let's get ready to flaunt with the SocaCize. For this morning's workout, we will be doing a cardio soca jam. Let's get ready to sweat with SocaCize. Squeeze.
To get recognition, Lucian women have to work. To
4, 3, squeeze and hop. Squeeze.
Bangkok. 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 Bangkok.
Last one. Right leg tap. 4, 3, 2, switch the side. Now we're going with the arms. Side, side, up, down, side, side, up, down, side. And we want nice strong arms. 4, 3, 2, we're going to roll it. Roll. Hold it down. Take it up. Roll. 4, 3, 2, squeeze.
To get recognition, Lucian woman have to work.
4, 3, 2, and let's go.
Bangkok. 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 Get your degree from Bangkok.
Last one. Right foot. Tap. 4, 3, 2, switch it. Swing those arms. 4, 3, side, side, up, and.
To all them women out there who want to succeed, it's not a trend now, so all your best in heed.
4, 3, Roll the arms down, roll.
If you want to be a doctor or a nurse, boy, I suggest that you go to
Take it up and
because if you get your degree from over there,
4,
you could
3, 2, squeeze.
To get recognition, Lucian woman have to work. To
4,
get any award,
3,
you have to
2, right side and
Bangkok, Bangkok, Bangkok. Get your degree from Bangkok, 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 Bangkok.
all right. That was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Have a wonderful day.
Now, the Lucians normally say they peg. So right now I peg. You want to know where I peg? Normally I move about here. You know I just move about. But for my last few things, you see, I do everything sitting here. I sitting under a Palm City tree. That's what y'all call it here, right? Palm City and Golden Apple, same difference. I try to figure out how I get some of those. Now, I'll tell you something. I'll share a little fun fact with you. I knew nothing about golden apple juice before I got to St. Lucia. And now I learn about it. It's the nicest thing. A good old golden apple juice could go down today, you know. Anybody have? Link me up. Let me know. We have a whole day ahead of us. Go and have a great day today. It's Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Remember, we go into Larry Seuss this Sunday. HOOLAHLABA competition festival is on. And it's going to be exciting. So let's go on down to the south and have a good time. And whatever else you choose to do this weekend, be safe. All right? Safety is paramount. And let's do it again on Monday. Kenji can climb in this tree, you know. I'm telling you that. Yep.